If I had to describe the Agile Rack in one word, it would be solid. It feels really solid. Are you gonna sit down? There, yes. Make yourself comfortable. Hi, I'm Sarah Court. I'm a doctor of physical therapy. I live here in Los Angeles and I work with patients here locally, but then also I work with other patients virtually all over the world, teaching them how to lift heavy with barbells. So compared to traditional gym equipment, this rack is obviously, you can fit it in your house, which, you know, when I started lifting heavy, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a gym membership. When you're looking for equipment to use at home, it's sort of like, would you like to buy this $5,000 cage? I'm like, where am I gonna, it is not gonna fit anywhere. Because it like folds down and folds back up again, it's so much more friendly to your home and not being like, here's my living room with a giant cage in the middle of it, right? So I can put it out of sight so that it's not just like staring people in the face, which you can't do with traditional equipment. When I was opening it up and everything, every time it sort of clicked into place, I was like, that sounds solid. It just feels sturdy. I'm not nervous that I'm gonna knock it over or that I'll put the bar down too hard and it'll fall sideways or something. So yeah, I'm really impressed with like how solid it feels for something that's ultimately not that heavy and that you can pick up and move around. I was surprised by how easy it is to put it together, truly. I was like, is this gonna be like an IKEA level thing with the picture and like the little man scratching his head? But it's not at all, it's so straightforward. It's really easy. This rack makes my job easier because it actually allows me to have people come to work with me in my home office. They come to my home office, I unfold my rack, I set everything up, and then I can also tell them like, go get one for yourself at home. It definitely makes my job easier because this is the kind of work that I want people to do and I want to be able to encourage them to do it.
And Henry, fits.
The feature I like the most is the spotter arms because especially if you're lifting by yourself, you're doing like a deep squat or you're doing a bench press or something like that, you just don't want to have to be thinking about what if I drop this on myself, right? Like, you're probably not going to, but it's just nice to feel like there's that added security. So, you know, worst case scenario, I squat and then I discover I can't get back up, I can just fall to the floor and the bar will land on the rack and not on my wood floors. So yeah, the spotter arms are really, really great for that. Yeah, I mean, if you're a trainer, this is a no-brainer. The way that my business has grown over the years is honestly like I just started getting more into heavy lifting and then I kind of was like, jump in everybody, this is what we're doing. I have been surprised by the number of women who frankly were just ready. And they just kind of needed someone to be like, here we go, let's do it. Women, I would say women over the age of 40 and getting into their 50s, they're listening to all the messaging out there about what they need to be doing. And so knowing that they can learn to strength train safely, learn good form, and you know, not for nothing, I think it helps to be learning from another woman because you know that they're gonna have an understanding of your specific concerns and things that you wanna like keep an eye on in the way that you're moving or just what your body needs. I think seeing women lifting is huge, right? And so the more you see it on social media and YouTube and all that kind of stuff. But then also like seeing women in bigger bodies lifting, seeing people of color lifting, seeing older people lifting. That's the really big one because a lot of people, they get older and they're like, well, that's a young person's game, that's not for me, right? I was talking to my motorcycle coach about this. And he was talking about how like if I watched some like 20-year-old sort of young gun biker guy do some crazy thing up a hill, catch some air or whatever, I would probably look at that and be like, well, that's not for me. But he said if you saw a woman doing it, you might think, oh, well, I could probably do this. She can do that. I could probably do that, right? And it's the same for all kinds of things, and especially for lifting, right? You see other women doing it, not just like the sort of like traditionally already muscly or fit-looking young women, but you see people who just look like regular people doing it, and you realize, oh wow, okay, it is for me.